213 feet on my trolley. 213 feet of 230 feet. I'm right by the base of the other crane. That's how far I am.
Hey, man. Sorry, man. Buddy.
So we are picking up a very big panel today. Welcome back, boys. Let's get right into it. That was my rigger on the ground contacting me via the closed channel two-way radio, and we are now lifting up this huge gang form panel, and we are going to be bringing it to the wall to stand. Preparing for a pour, getting ready, closing up the wall. The rebar is done, one side of the forms is on, and this is the finisher. The second piece of bread in the sandwich, that is concrete forming. I'm way out on the jib here, taking things slow. This is a lot of weight. This is a huge panel. I mean, look at the guys down there compared to the panel. Yeah, it's going back and forth. I don't really want it to tip off and rock me. Yeah, and it's going out. Hitting some insulation there. That's all right.
Going to the south side? North side? Okay, man. One is going to the north side there, boy.
And when you're swinging and trolleying and going around guys on an active job site and you're this far out, you must be nice and smooth and deliberate with your movements. Look, we got a carpenter right there. I'm like, hey, get out of the way. We got a light post with a bunch of security cameras on it. I don't want to smash that over, get the general all upset. I got another stack of panels, and then I got the wall, which I also don't want to hit. That whole thing's being stood up by braces. So I keep, splitting the difference between all the things and keeping a nice safe distance from everywhere.
Whole line. Yeah.
I try to bring the panel down, but I get called off.
Which side do you want to go? Here or that side? Okay, man. Huh? Hold everything for a bit.
Copy.
Sometimes you get told to hold everything. They still have stuff to sort out, and that's no problem.
Went pretty
I'll
well.
go to the side closer to you. But they're just pushing in standby. Yep.
Yeah, that went pretty well. It's always a little bit of a, read and react situation when you're lifting something that far out. You don't want to lead it too much when you take the tension and it goes completely vertical, because then you'll pull it and the bottom could slide off of the platform you're lifting off of. So it's really tough to be right bang on, but I was close enough. My block was actually a little bit in when I first took the weight, but because I'm so far out, the deflection pulls my jib down, and that makes the load swing out. Because when the jib goes down, the crane actually goes forward. It's like this, and then so where my block is right here on the jib, under tension, under weight, it actually is farther out. So with all that weight, I should have, if I wanted to be perfect, I should have corrected and actually trolleyed in a little bit, knowing that.
Hey, buddy, start trolleying, buddy.
5,000 pounds out there would have
in about 20 feet.
Thrown off my center of gravity by a couple of feet.
Keep coming. 5 more. Good. And there's just a little swing there to your right, buddy. Yeah. Start coming down nice and easy. You have about 4 feet. Down. Good. Keep coming. You have a foot and a half, looking good. Inches. Yeah. Oh yeah, more that.
Keep going. See that panel's trying to come off there? I'm just gonna give a nice little swing to the right, just to suck it up tight to the rebar. Beautiful. Lock that out and we're good to go. These big panels are actually really easy to land because I have 5,000 pounds to work with, and when you land the panel, you wanna leave about half the weight on the hook. So I land, the panel touches, I see my reader go from 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2.5, and then that's good. Because I want a solid connection. I want the bottom plate to be solidly on the slab. You know, you can't be bouncing. So you have a lot of weight to work with if the panel is 5,000 pounds. If the panel is only 1,000 pounds and you have a big crane like this, it's really hard to go, you know, to only get 500 without it being bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. But I'm only at 150 feet on my trolley now, so it's a lot easier to do at 150 feet than at 230 feet. At 230 feet, you have to be very smooth if you want to have zero bounce. Tough.
Yeah, and jibs just aren't that solid way out there. You know, that's the reality.
It's hard to just come up a little tiny click that it can use the burp bar over a shot. Come up a click.
The panel's so heavy that they need me to take some tension so they can use the Burke bar to move it over, to bust it over a couple inches. If you've ever done concrete
Is that good?
work,
You want me to come right up?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
if you have ever done concrete work, you know exactly what a Burke bar is. It is the tool you need for everything, especially for stripping. For stripping, it's the only tool you need. Look it up, B-U-R-K, Burke bar.
Easy money, that's how it's done, baby girl. Baby girl. Is the top end in the blind there where I can't see ya?
Yes, sir.
Alright, sounds good. At least I get to see it when it comes up.
So this is the same day, just later in the day. You can see the light has changed a bit. It really changes the way that I see the site a lot. Even the shadows and things like that can change.
10 more, 5, and done. Chain, come down another 3 feet, 2, 1, hold line.
But we are doing the same thing.
Picking
Still
it
working
up
on that
in
same
the
wall.
blind. Picking it up in the blind.
The blind is because I can't actually see where the top is right now. So it's half blind, half in the open.
Inches to grab. Start grabbing tension there. I keep coming up on line, looking good.
So picking it up straight up off the trolley, when you go up and out like this, it's called picking it up on the trolley. I prefer to pick it up on the swing. I typically do better like that, but this is all right. I don't mind if it's a straight shot out on the trolley. Then you don't really have to worry about the swing. I just feel like I have the advantage to make it a little bit more smooth when I am on the swing. But all that means is, yeah, I just go a little more slow and I'll be a little bit more,
Going to the south side here, height is good right there, buddy. Hold that.
a little bit more cautious, a little bit more careful. That way, something goes south, you have the time to make an intervention of some sort, to hold, to touch it down, yeah, or to keep going up, avoid hitting something. Lots of things could happen. If you overcorrect, you have time to correct back. All sorts of business. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at all that rebar, boys.
Right
Hoo-wee.
in the corner or on the south there?
We're coming down on 9, nice and easy. Coming, 3 more feet. 2, 1. Coming, push it, hold that. Hold that, again. Hey, Louis.
So they told me to hold, I hold. Look at what's gonna happen here. This guy's gonna go scoot, 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 scoot. And you're like, what the heck? You're in the pinch point. You're right between the wall and the form. Nothing I can do about it. This is the life of a crane operator, man. There's nothing you can do. Can't control what they do down there. So don't sweat it.
Going 3 more.
The reality is, on the job site, every guy's safety is up to him. And you can't stop guys from putting themselves in bad places. You can remind them, you're not supposed to do that, you're not supposed to go there.
You know I
But
got you,
ultimately,
baby doll. A
up
great
to you.
little tip for you guys. I'm putting the panel here, right? So when I'm gonna be pouring the concrete. So if I'm thinking about ways to make my life easier when I pour the concrete, I can make note of my numbers right now. Oh, I'm 150 feet out on the trolley and I'm about 124 feet down. I can mark that. I used to have a marker. I have markers in certain cranes, but not in this one. And I would write down that or make a mental note of it. And then when I come back with the bucket to pour the concrete, I pretty much know where I need to go. This is really useful on columns. On walls like this, I mean, I've done this wall all the way from the foundation since the first footing. So I know where it is now. It's not necessary for me in this situation. But when you're doing columns on smaller jobs, it is very useful. Because you'll stand a column, you'll put the cage, you'll put the other side of the cage there, the other side of the column there, and by that point, you've been to that location 3 times. You should be able pretty much to get your concrete bucket bang on when you go to pour that column. Little tip, if you want to look like a stud and you're a young operator, that's the way to do it. Handle your business and know your numbers. Don't always rely on the guy with the radio. Oh yeah, where's this one go? Right in the tight little spot?
Over to the north side.
North side, oh baby girl.
So we're going back for another panel, the last panel of the sequence here. And yeah, he's putting a tagline there on the bottom so he can control it without having his hand on it.
Yeah.
188, 190, something like that. That's where that's my hinge point. I'm at 170, I'm gonna pick it up.
Hey, Ryan, get your line up, buddy. Just have 8 feet to buy.
So yeah, you can also use your numbers in that way. Like I know this panel, I think it's actually taller than 20 feet, but it's about 20 feet. If I'm off by a foot or two, I'm not gonna sweat it because this is a situation where it's out in the open. If it wasn't out in the open, then yes, I would be more precise and worry about it more, have more help from the rigger, and make sure that I pick it up at the exact right location so I don't swing in, out, left, right, and hit anything. But that is not the situation here. I'm out in the open. A little bit of swing doesn't kill me or hurt me in any way. I'm just gonna follow it, catch it, and go with it. Looks like it's in.
Yeah, 10. Good.
Yeah, sometimes these guys have a habit of getting you almost in the air and you're all locked in and trying to get it in the air. Then they're like, hold. It's like, man, let me pick up the damn panel. then hold me once it's in the air. I just had my whole angle of the dangle, swing of the sway figured out, and now you interrupting me is effing my stuff.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, good enough. Like I said, I'm out in the open. It really doesn't matter. Know what I'm about, so I ain't gonna be off by much anyways. A couple feet is no big deal on a 5,000 pound panel that's, 24 feet high and 20 feet wide.
Yeah, looking good on high there, buddy. Just a little bit. Hey, watch your head. Heads up. I want to go around the center lip and just go between the shitter and the center lip there, bud.
I'm not sure. I don't really understand where it's going. I thought it would go right in to the right of where I am now.
Yeah, it's going right here. Yeah. Sorry. Louise. Ready? Good to go? Okay, just trolley in, buddy. Creeper in nice and easy and just continue to swing over to you, right? Hold everything perfect.
No problem.
I can't really see what's going on at the ground level. Like the guys I can't really see. I can see the top of the panel, not the bottom. So I have no choice but to fully listen to the rigger and what he says. And if he says hold and you do not have a visual, you must hold. I mean, even if he just says hold, but you do have visual, you must hold. It's kind of crazy because the rigger is the guy that controls the crane. I'm only doing what I'm told. So you guys that are on the ground, that are rigging, believe me, you have the power to make that crane the best or the worst. You really control the crane. The operator just does what he's told. That's how it should work anyways.
Okay, Matt, trolley in another 30 feet and over to your right.
Got a nice little tip for you here at the end, boys. Not through the narration, but actually from me sitting in the cab.
Coming, everything push the bottom in, looking good. 2 more feet, 1 more foot. Chase now. Hold that.
So yeah, if you guys have watched this far, really, I thank you. Please share it. And really, stick around for this last tip. It's really a good one. And good luck. Stay safe out there, boys.
Touching down on one side, continue coming through. Touching down on the other, hold that.
The bad guy, it's way harder to be the good guy, to be the solid guy, to be the reliable guy. You really know what it's like to be the bad guy. Sometimes you can just tell by the lyrics. It's a great song, but it was obviously written by a selfish movie star. Boo-hoo! I'm a bad boy. Boo-hoo! Bad boys are fucking losers.